Yeah?
Greetings, Earth creatures.
What?
You are here to witness a momentous occasion. It is 1 year since Ultra Marcus created his channel. To help celebrate, he will be conducting a live communication. Now that you are all here, the countdown can begin.
I am Lord Zadak, and welcome to my show. I'm only joking. I am Zadak, but I am here to warm you up. I am acting as a master of ceremonies, if you like, a compere. I'm not sure what a suitable Earth analogy would be. I'm here to maintain your interest without piquing it. A fluffer, perhaps, something like that. And I am not alone. Also joining me here is another guest. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Unicron. I have been summoned here for a purpose. To witness Ultra Marcus's live stream. You shall all enjoy or face my wrath.
Oh, okay, Unicron, don't frighten the audience away. I think Ultramarcus is just about ready now to commence his stream, so let's hand it over to him, and if you're lucky, I might be back later.
Oh, hello everyone. Am I normal? Am I audible? Hello, and welcome to my first ever live stream. A double celebration, if you will. It was my birthday this last Sunday, and my channel was 1 year old. Do I need to lean into this thing, or can you hear me okay? My channel was 1 year old on Tuesday, but who the hell goes live on a Tuesday, right? So we're going to kick this weekend off with a live stream. And what I thought I would do is I would discuss like my channel over the last year. So I made copious notes for that, but that got a little bit heavy. So what I'm going to do instead is screen share my YouTube channel and just talk about it. Like, you know, at what point I met certain people that went on to become really good friends, and chart the progress of my work. And also tonight, because it was my birthday, like I said, we're going to be looking at my birthday bots. We got a bit of a haul to go through, and I have benefited from much kindness from, I was going to say subs, but friends is what you all are. So yeah, I've got robots to show you from friends, from my family, my extended family, and from Baebot, B-A-E-B-O-T. That's what we're going to call the other half, okay? And also I'll be dipping in and out of chat as things proceed. So I'm just going to start off by going through the chitty chatty. Again, this is my first ever live stream, so please bear with me. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit nervous, so let me see if I can operate this thing. Oh, crikey. Orbital Bacon is here, an absolute giant in the world of voiceovering and of live streaming, actually. Good day to you, sir. Thank you. We've also got M3, Marcos, the king of the shout-outs. You know, this man once did a 20-minute shout-out session, but it was a 5-hour live stream, so it didn't really matter. Optimus Prime, 1979. Welcome in, sir. Nice to see you. Medic Gaming, Medic. Who knows? Could go either way. TF Cannon Fodder, recognize your name from back in the day. Great to see you here. It is Ultramarcus's birthday is a day before mine. My birthday was the 6th. Does that mean that your birthday is tomorrow? Happy birthday, my friend. We've also got That Gamer, a long-standing friend of Boifbot, Baybot. Raziel, nice to see you here, sir. Doesn't matter if you catch the stream later, that's absolutely fine. My understanding is this thing stays up on YouTube, you know. David Evans, very special guy. Windsweeper, again, another one that's been there from the very beginning. Welcome in, sir. Nice to see you. Hope you got some Transformers. Oh, yes, I got 1 or 2 Transformers. Don't worry about that. What else we got? Oh, a very dear friend of mine made it on time, unlike the start of your weekly podcast, Tales for Teletran. Input, delightful to see you. Delightful to see you. Who else we got? Oh, we've got the best Shockwave and Soundwave and Vortex on YouTube. It's Stevie P83. Thanks for that intro, Stevie. It was about 4 hours ago. I messaged him and said, I could really do with some Soundwave for my intro. And he got straight on it. So thanks very much. Robo Recruits, supplier of the plastic crack to much of the UK, to those in the know. Welcome in, sir. Who's you? Again, a name that's been there since the very beginning. M3 is driving. Buddy. Well, maybe you can hear me or you can watch later. Crimson Raptors. It's always good to have a dinosaur in the audience. This guy is 65 million years old. On the same day that I have my birthday, we share a birthday, Crimson Raptors and I, and we exchanged gift boxes. So I'm going to be showing you what Crimson has sent me a little bit later. Adam, welcome in. Pulse Animations, good to see you again. And I think that brings us up to... Oh, Deluxe Baldwin. Deluxe Baldwin is here, and he loves Transformers. You're in the right place, baby, y'all. Deluxe often does his live streams in his underwear. He is wearing a T-shirt, obviously, but I was gonna go deluxe tonight, but you can kind of, the angle of the camera, you can kind of see. Well, I decided to wear trousers. Rudy, the wonderful Rudy Suzu, organizer of many a robotic event here on YouTube. Got things to say about him later. It's been a pleasure to work with him. Who else we got here? Makeshift Productions. Why? Why not? Jay Scruffio, welcome in. Kachowski, I hope I'm saying that name right, but all hail you. Eat us. Not eat us, eat pizza rolls. That's what Optimus Prime likes, isn't it? That's what your Optimus Prime likes? Pizza rolls. Right. Hey, Larkin is here. Larkin's Lair. I also received something from Larkin, so can't wait to show you that as well. And I think that, oh, ladies and gentlemen, a dear friend of mine of many years standing. I've been gaming with this guy since games were invented. Peanut Prime. He is a Prime. He's not just using that name willy-nilly. That's a British expression. He's entitled to use that name. He is a Prime. And he is the voice of quite a few characters. But most noticeably, he does Bruticus for me here on the channel. And a damn fine Bruticus too. And finally, we've got Marcus Marzetti. Oh, welcome in, Marcus. And Steampunk Productions. Right, okay. So now you all are seated and we've all been introduced properly. What I'm going to do is attempt to screen share my YouTube channel. I hope I do this right and I don't screen share something inappropriate. Not possible, don't worry. Share screen. Chrome tab. Hope I'm doing this right. Ultra Marcus. Share. Let me just full screen that. There you go. We are seeing this. Yes, right. Okay. Let's I won't take too long going through all of this in excruciating detail. But the first few videos from the race here up to Night Patrol, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9 videos. These were all stuff that I made over the preceding 5 years. I was doing stop motion as a hobby, for my own amusement, for my own pleasure. Get rid of that. No offense. There you go. So when I decided to set up my channel, I had like a bank of things ready to go, ready to show off, for want of a better word. And I thought, well, I'll put these up, and if I get laughed out of town, then I'll just run away with my tail between my legs and shut my channel down, and no one will ever know. But things went really well. I don't remember who my first sub or my first few subs were. That sounds terrible, but I do remember I posted the race, and then I kind of thought nothing of it, and I went and I did other things for like the rest of the day, and I got back to YouTube, and I had a clutch of subscribers and 1 or 2 comments, and I thought, oh, that's lovely. So I started posting more of these sort of ready-made little snippets and little things that I'd made to just amuse myself over the years. The only person I really shared these with was Peanut Prime, because he was the only friend I had who gave a damn about Transformers. Like most of us say, we don't know anyone near us who likes Transformers, right? So obviously with a name like Peanut Prime, I knew he liked them. So I would share them with him, and I would tell him, I would shoot my mouth off for years saying, oh, one day, Peanut, gonna set up a YouTube channel. Yeah, I bet nobody's doing Transformers stop motion on YouTube. And he kept telling me to. He's like, oh, do it, man, do it. When are you gonna set your channel up? Yeah. He doesn't sound like that. Or maybe he does. So I started dropping these, but it wasn't long before I sort of ran out of things to share that I was semi-proud of, that I didn't mind sharing. So then after Night Patrol here, I decided to throw together just a little sort of rush of, transformations and, I don't know, little cool bits, and treat it as a sort of a teaser for what could be coming on the channel. I forgot the camera's up here. Look up here, Mark. So this went down quite well. Bloody heck, 2.5K. Yeah, that did quite well. And so I thought, well, I've got to feed this. Now I don't have anything else left in the bank. I better make something new, a new sort of snippet, a new little bit of 1 minute ditty. So I did Logic 101. Again, that went down okay. But as you can see, not as well as the rush of clips. So these are all Autobot sort of snippets. So I thought, right, well, I'll put together a Decepticon one. So they acted as a sort of the, twin best examples of what could be coming. And it was at that point I thought I might as well do something with voiceover, because I got the microphone and all that equipment from like my hobby as like recording music and stuff. So I put some voices on Besting Blitzwing. Not my best work, but I didn't really know much about voice modulation at the time. So I put that out, and that did very well as well. I mean, I know I'm saying very well, 1.8K. Comparative to what came before, it did very well, and the comments were very kind. So that's when we get to my series. So we've got here the beginning of The Legend of Zarak, which is a bit of a haphazard beginning. It wasn't supposed to be the beginning, nor was Free Wheelie here supposed to be the second episode. I do intend to go back and George Lucas those 2 episodes, I mean, I think when you put them together, they come to about like 3 minutes. I've got scenes these days that last 5 minutes, let alone videos. So one day I do plan to go back and sort of ground the story a little better. I'm not going to go into the depths of the story in this video, as I plan to do something in the future regarding the series, a live stream discussion with me and Stevie P. Anyway, yeah. So by the time we get to the third episode, Devastation, I know I've started my series and I'm putting a little bit more effort in. And then it's time for a face reveal. Yay, done. God, with my lockdown hair. Look at that. What a mess. I thought I was so cool with a headband. And then shortly after that, you get your first whole video, which is something that I really, really enjoy doing. And that as well has sort of grown over the months that I've been doing it. It's become a bit more elaborate. The gap between them has become bigger as well. So there's more and more to show off in each haul. God, I've got so much to show off in my next one. There I did a little video about a shockwave, because a Soundwave that I've got, because I'd become friends with a great channel, Toys R Us, and Transformers and Video Games. And I'm beginning to meet a lot more people in the community at this point. You can tell from my first haul video, I'm thanking people left, right, and center. And really, it was really the face reveal and the first haul that sort of, you know, well, I was going to say put me out there a bit more, because you can put a face to the art then, you know, and stop motion is an art form, ladies and gentlemen. Not saying that I'm a, well, anyway, artist, but moving on. This marks right here, Soundwave welcomes you to my channel. That's one of two, along with this Shockwave receives a shocking transmission. This is the beginning of my friendship with Stevie P 83, who I message pretty much almost every day. And he, without really asking, he sort of put these together, and especially this one. I wasn't expecting this Shockwave one when I appear on screen on Cybertron. In this, he's premiering on my channel his wonderful Shockwave voice, and here he's doing his Soundwave voice. Got another whole video in between. Got a gift box from Lee. You've given me permission to mention your name because there's a million Lees in the world. You are one cool dude, and I love talking to you. And, you know, this is something that still happens every now and again, and is very overwhelming when it happens, and very moving. I don't beg or scrape or ask for anything, but to be sent things, you know, because I haven't got like a Patreon or anything like that. People sometimes message me and say, "What's your address? I'd like to send you something." And I don't always jump on it. I like to say it's not necessary, but people do, and it is absolutely wonderful. I never forget when I look at my collection and see those bots. I never forget where those things came from. Excuse me. Right, this is kind of where, for me, the series and the channel begins proper. It's with this Combiner War episode, which at 13 minutes was like much longer and much more elaborate than anything I had done before. And it's also where my close friend Input joins the crew. He plays Blastoff, and I remember telling him, "Oh, don't put too much effort into it. It's just a throwaway role, you know. No one cares what Blastoff sounds like. Do whatever you want." And I've had him in every single episode since playing Blastoff, because he and the other guys who play the Combaticons they just do a great job. They bring so much character to the roles. And it's also the first video in which Stevie P appears, and he wasn't supposed to appear in it. I kind of shoehorned in Shockwave's appearance, but it's kind of a bit of a highlight of the episode for me. And Stevie was telling me for a few weeks whilst I was making the episode, "Oh, I don't just do voices, you know, I can also do special effects." And I thought, "Oh yeah, all right, mate, calm down. I can work a green screen as well, you know, la-di-da." Turns out, boy, can he do special effects. So I said to him as a challenge, like, "Okay, can you make Shockwave appear a bit like Princess Leia appears in Star Wars? You know, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope." That kind of flickering hologram, blue in hue, with a sort of a VCR flicker and grain to it. And fantastic it looked as well. And I absolutely tortured Stevie on the next episode for special effects, but we'll get to that. The hauls get 733 views for Bloody hell. The hauls continue with my third one. Right. My good friend, Rudy Suzu. His channel is absolutely wonderful. The Rudy Suzu Science Fantasy Experience. He did an online sort of convention at the height of COVID and called it Bots from Home. And that was a big success. And a year later, he did this one, Blast from the Past, where myself and a load of other creators did a video contribution where we could basically, we had free reign to do what we wanted, make what we wanted, discuss what we wanted. So I decided to discuss and reveal my first ever Transformer. And that's a tease on the, you might not be able to see, but on the thumbnail, there's Wild Rider, or maybe it's Dead End. Could be Breakdown. It's definitely not Dragstrip or Motormaster, I can tell you that now. But that's a tease. That wasn't actually my first proper Transformer. So I was very proud of that, very pleased with the chance to tell that bit of Ultramarcus lore, if you like. Then, let me see, we move on to Duty of a Dinobot, which was kind of very, very proud of that at the time. So many different voice actors in it. It's the first time I worked with Crimson Raptors, again, like Input and Stevie P. I message these guys every day. Dear, dear friends. Great friends. I should have put the Zarek effect on for that. We'll go back to him later. Yeah, but very proud of the scope and the size and the ambition which was met, I think, for Duty of a Dinobot. The voice acting, I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about all the people who helped me with it, was superb. I love when my voice actors send me improvised lines, and all the guys do that for me. You know, they say the lines that I send them, and then they send me their own versions of the lines with their own ad libs. And I love doing that. And I usually use the ad lib. And as I said, special effects galore in this one. Stevie P, I doff the cap. Then we got and as you can see, you know, 9.1K. That's my best one so far in terms of views. So I do feel that the effort was vindicated. The effort that my voice actors did was vindicated. The work that Stevie put in. This guy would message me at 1 a.m. when I was asleep saying, I've done the effect. It's in the Dropbox. I can't stress enough that it's not just me making my stop motion videos. I couldn't do it without any of the guys that work with me. The hauls keep coming. I did, on Stevie's channel, we did Unicron meets Megatron. I got to play Unicron. And in return, I sort of said, oh, can we do the Earthrise Unicron on my channel? It's only one line. I think I threw in an ad-lib. I think I ad-libbed one line. Yeah, so 2.9. I don't look at my views. I don't actually hang out on my own channel. I'm too busy looking at Jarl's channel. Then the next video is the second sort of online Robo Festival I did with Rudy Suzu. This one called Toys, Figures and Robots. And in this one, again, more Ultramarcus lore, I decided to go through all the robots that I had left over from my childhood. And some of them are in a right sorry state. So, yeah, so I called it My Childhood in Ruins, because they were all in ruins. Get it? Then I thought I'd have a go at a short. So I did Do the Autobop, but I didn't realize shorts were supposed to be done on the vertical, you know, like on the phone. So that didn't work. Then we've got the latest episode, which is called The Great Escape. A little bit shorter this time, about half the length. But for me, this one, I build the Dinobot one as the end of the season. But for me, this Great Escape one, this ties up all the loose ends of the story, a lot of the loose ends that, and it sort of it brings a lot of things to an end, and it moves us on to what will be the next chapter, which is what's being filmed at the moment, what's being made right now. I know you've been waiting a while for it, but it is getting made. And since that's come out, I did a whole video, number 5. And this is, I'm really proud of this. This is Simon of, also known on Instagram as TF UK Collector, hit me up and asked if I would like to have a little discussion with him on his Insta channel about my channel and Transformers and all that kind of stuff. and I had such a blast. It was a great time. It wasn't the first time I'd done the interview thing. I've also been on my friend Kato's channel. That was a lot of fun. All these are available in playlists. Let me see. Me in other people's works. There you go. There's also a list of times I've appeared on other people's channels there. Danny Dolphin crashed one of her streams. All Hail Megatron, great friend of mine, crashed one of his streams. And I'm missing something I wanted to point out. Oh yeah, Basti Nap. Good friend. I enjoy messaging you, my friend. And he did a review of my Combiner War episode in character as Starscream. That blew my mind when you did that, man. It really did. Thank you so much. Right, how do I go back to I sidetracked. Terribly sorry. So to talk with Simon for an hour and 15 minutes, and he also gave me permission to put it on my channel. So as we talked about things, I put little clips up on the screen, something we couldn't do on Instagram, and made it quite a different experience. And very, 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 very pleased with that discussion, how it went, and I'm proud as punch to host it on the channel. And this end one is happening now. 26 people watching. Crikey. Okay, if I can get 25 likes out of that, I will do something. I know what, but I can't tell you because it would be a spoiler for later. Should have thought about that before I said it. Okay, so let's get rid of that. Let's go back to here and see if anybody is still watching. Stop screen. Hang on, wait there. I just need to set up. Just a moment. Chrome tab. Oh, he's back. Terribly sorry. Oh, actually then.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that brief tour through the history and development of Ultra Marcus's YouTube channel. Oh dear, you can see me in the corner of the screen. Just find that breaks the illusion slightly. There you go. And we are roughly at the halfway mark. So I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have another little look through the comments before we take a look at the birthday bots. Right, it's scrolling back, trying my best to find. Oh, Kato is here, ladies and gentlemen. Ahem! I don't know what he's ahemming about. Perhaps I should go back a bit sooner to find out. Crimson, I hope you're being nice to Orbital Bacon. Ha ha! In reference, you have to be on Orbital's channel to get that. Transformers the show. Wow, we are honored. I should have put on a tie or a dicky bow. Great UK Transformers podcast every Saturday at roughly 8 p.m., I think. Orbital is still here. I am experiencing the magic, my friend. Ultra Marcus is taking a break at the moment whilst I read the comments. Zeta, delightful fellow. I really like your reviews of every single Transformers series in existence. It was most comprehensive. Larkin, what's so funny, Larkin? Scrolling down. All you pretty people in the chat all having a nice time. David Evans. You want to watch him? He's a right one. So, as I said, very soon we shall be moving on to the bots. Let me just read this out as it's quite sizable. Ultra Marcus. Supremely talented Transformers YouTubers who regularly entertain and delight us. I don't know about Ultra Marcus, he's all right, but I'm a big fan, personally speaking, of many of the creators in this chat. A fine, fine bunch. I'm glad you like them all, Windsweeper. Just going through the chat one more time. Huge shout out for Rudy and bots at home. Absolutely amazing tonic for the COVID lockdown. Quite true. Though I am impervious to COVID myself, it only affects organic life forms. That's right. Still, I wish you all the very best of luck with it. Devoid of logic. I know a transformer with one eye who is devoid of logic, who thinks he is supreme in the art of logic. Scrolling down and down. Megatronus Ultimate Productions. Ultimate, you say? Productions, you say? Today is your birthday. Happy birthday, Megatronus. Summer babies are quite wonderfully the best. The best baby you could have is a summer baby. Sorry for all you winter babies out there. Crimson, what's he up to? What's he saying? Get some content on your channel, Crimson. I'm sure Zarak is tapping into Ultramarcus's stream to gain target and weaknesses on the Autobots and Decepticons that Zarak may seek revenge upon. They are all my enemy now, Crimson. You are quite right. Oh, Stevie P, I art, Stevie, I art. Speak like a lord, man. Okay, I think, Steampunk just said something. I've never really cared for Lord Zarak until watching your videos. Now I see him as top-tier villain of the Decepticons. Maybe even more so than Megatron. Steampunk, stay tuned, my dear fellow, for I shall become leader of the Decepticons one day, if Ultramarcus allows it. Speaking of Ultramarcus, I think he has some robots to show you, so I think we'd best hand things back over to him now. Temporarily, of course. Yes.
Thank you, Zarak. Oh my God, my voice. Orbital, mate, I don't know how you do it. Right. I've written a list. I got this idea from my friend Gotbot, who, when he does his streams, he's always with his pen ticking things off. Only I'm pretty sure he's left-handed, so he's doing it like that. First off, birthday haul time. Okay, I want to thank Stevie P again because he sent me the code. He bought me this voice modulator, which is the reason I'm able to produce Zarak and Unicron. Oh, I forgot about Unicron. Maybe we'll get a bit of Unicron later. I'd like a weekly Transformers news done by Lord Zarak. Forget this Ultramarcus, dude. Oh, don't give Zarak ideas, honestly. Right, yeah. Stevie P, he uses the voice modulation software himself, and he blew my mind when I first StreamYarded with him, and he cracked out his Shockwave live. It was brilliant, and now I am able, thanks to him, to do the Zarak live for you. I did mean to try and invent. Remember, Mark, cameras up there. I did mean to try and program in some other robots, but I only got around to Unicron and Zarak because it's been a bit of a hectic week. So thank you very much, Stevie. I really appreciate that. My friend Peanut Prime, who I spoke about earlier, Bruticus, he and his wonderful wife, Lisa. Oh, by the way, this is how cool Peanut Prime is, right? He convinced his missus to name their new baby Lincoln so that he could call the baby Link, like the lead guy in the Legend of Zelda games on Nintendo. Now, that's cool. That is cool. And his other kid is named Broly. I think we know where that name came from. And I might as well dox the whole family. Courtney as well. How's it going? They put some money in a card for me, and I'm going to be putting that towards Galvatron or Rodimus. Yes, I'm probably going to get Rodimus, even though the thing looks meh. And who else? Trax, whoever. When the next wave of Kingdom hits, that's going to go towards that. I want to show you something that my good friend Enput has made for me. So if you just bear with me a second, I need to. Yes, I'm just going to share something with you. Share screen. Tra-la-la-la. Do. Right. Take a look at this. This is a gaudy as hell, but awesome looking Seeker. That N-Put, as you can see, there's his Instagram, N-Put. He is the king of the custom siege Seeker. Well, not just that. I mean, the guy is taking commissions. Hit him up on his Insta. I wanted, and he said, look, I want to do you a Seeker for your birthday. So what I told him was I would like it to be sort of G2 colors that just clash and do not match. But looking at it, it just looks like it was born to be that way. Beautiful, beautiful silver wings and waist. We got the purple and the orange and the black. And he even suggested then, once it was all done, maybe like the Sparkler Seeker, it should have, or a Hotlink, maybe it should have Battle Masters, Target Masters, that's what I call them. And so he did those two wonderful little Target Master dudes as well. We're naming the Seeker Sidewinder after the incredibly popular Missile. And I don't know who named the Target Masters. All I know is that he shared this picture on his Reddit, and one of his Reddit subs, if that's the word on Reddit, I don't know. Boomer alert. One of his Reddit subs named the Target Masters Nerf and Nothing. So this is Sidewinder, Nerf, and Nothing. And they look absolutely beautiful N-Puts. And I know I didn't want you to rush to do them. They get here when they get here. I understand you're posting them next week or something. I've sent you a little box as well. So I don't know if you want to open that live, maybe, you know. So thank you so much for this, man, to squeeze doing this into your schedule. I know you can take apart Siege Seeker with your eyes closed and put it back together upside down in a hurricane. But I really, really do appreciate it. Absolutely magical. So let me just stop that share and sort a little something out here. Yeah, no. We're not sharing you at the moment. Back to, there you go. Right. So right. SteedyP, Peanut Prime, N-Put. My good friend Larkin of Larkin's Lair, who is in the chat, has also sent a little something, but it would make more sense if I showed it to you a little bit later in the proceedings. Speaking of which, that's 37 minutes. Let's start showing you some robots. I think what I'd like to do actually is bring the webcam down to street level. Is that okay? Let's just tilt the ring light down a little bit and turn the brightness up. Right, okay. Right. So sticking with gifts that I've had from friends, I'd like to show you what was sent to me by my good friend Camera Mark is down there. Camera. Hello, Mark. Camera, Mark. Marcus. Now you know. I had a wonderful little trio of bots from Crimson Raptors, including his all-time favorite Autobot. Actually, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to shift the focus ever so slightly. There you go. His all-time favorite Autobot, for some reason. Red Alert. Oh, Inferno, where's Inferno? I should probably move this over here a little bit as well. There you go. So finally, my Inferno has a boyfriend. He also sent Cog, who, do you know what? I think that could be a little bit lighter. There you go. Who is way more fun than I thought he was going to be. Look at these. He's got like flappy outy arm syndrome. Absolutely fantastic. Bloody love it. So there's a duo of Siege Autobots. And he also sent this wonderful G1 Dreadwind. That's right. I've got Darkwing. I needed Dreadwind, and now I have him. And I can't tell you how grateful I am for these, man. I hope you enjoyed what I sent you. Can I say what I sent you? I think I can. I mean, I sent you a couple of Jurassic Park dinosaurs that you wanted, and I sent some weapons for your War for Cybertron stop motion series that you're making. and a Sparkless bot, I believe. Oh, and a G1 Constructicon on the card, yellow European. So I think we've both done extremely well out of each other. I absolutely love these guys. I can't wait to do a little something with them. I am going to be animating. Here's an exclusive for you people. I am working on a side series, much shorter episodes, shorts, a series of shorts, if you like, featuring War for Cybertron figures. There you go, Ultra Marcus update right there. Thank you very much, Crimson. I absolutely love these guys. I'm having a great time playing around with them. Do you know what? I feel like this area could be a little bit lighter. Excuse me for just a second. There you go. There you go. Right. Okay. So Dreadwind, Cog, and Red Alert. Oh shit! He fell over onto the keyboard. Are we still going? Right. Okay. I had this from my sister. This is Airwave. Absolutely love these sort of take-a-party sort of Transformers. Look at his stupid flat head. I absolutely love it. Nice big chunky legs. I've decided to put this bit up there because why the hell not? My bot, my rules. And so this came from my sister. This is Airwave. And he turns into, if you're not in the know, an airport, something like that. Kind of looks like a mini Metroplex in one of his modes. I must stop looking over there. Thanks, Paula, name dropping my sister there. Ultra Paula. I love her. No, it's a him. I love him. I love you. Thank you very much. From Baybot's sister, Catherine, I've got a Gen Selects Grease Pit, who I also love. Again, massive, big, square, chunky feet. Great for stability. Let's see if we can get the whole body in. There you go. And he's a really cool repaint of Ironworks. Lovely bright blue. And I absolutely love that little sign on the side. Super Gasoline. And he's got a nice big robotic sort of industry. He shares the mold with Ironworks, and he still kind of looks industrial for my money. Where should I put my head? Doesn't matter. Who cares? It's all about the robots right now. Catherine, love you. Thank you so much for my Gen Select Grease Pit. Works. Something like that. My Baybot's mother got me the Alpha Strike. She didn't have a bloody clue. None of these people had a clue what Transformer to get me. They sent the other half some money, and I sent a link, and so I kind of chose these, But I absolutely love the Sideswipe mold, and this is probably my favorite interpretation of it. Look at that back. Look at that translucent red back, and he comes with a little Target Master as well. And as you know, I absolutely love the little bots. So it's great to have another one of pew 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 pew. Great to have another one of them. And Slam Dance, Breakdance, Slam Dance. Pretty sure. Again, wild colors. Used to hate the kind of G2 stuff. Used to hate the stupid non-matching colors. But as you can tell from these guys, and from the Seeker input made me, I'm really falling in love with colors that just aren't born to go together. So thank you very much, Ingrid, my other mother, for these two bots. I love you, and I love these. I love them so much, I'm just putting them all in a big Junkion style pile over there. My parents got me a robot. They got me other things as well. So the last of it was like, we want to buy you a little Transformer, pick something. So I said, well, how much? And they said, well, how much are Transformers? And I said, well, they start at £10 and they go up to £200. so they were like, £15, £20. So I go, okay, no problem. So very happy to have an evil Sideswipe. Mirage, embarrassed myself on my own bloody stream. Love the way he holds his clip his guns together, and you get a much larger gun. And I like the way he can hold them both Look at that. You're all dead now. I don't like it that much as a Mirage mold, but kind of feel like this thing has a different identity, has a new identity. And again, really, really love the muted sort of colors on him. Probably gonna, he's called Evil Mirage, isn't he? Because in Siege, Mirage disguised himself as an evil version of himself. I don't think this guy has a name, but I'm definitely going to try and come up with a name for him. So thanks, Mum and Dad. Thank you also for the lovely jeans I'm wearing and all the other stuff. Speaking of other stuff, an honorable mention I want to mention that the other half got me was these Ray-Bans, which have a sort of an air of 50s about them, if you ask me. I told him I wanted glasses that looked like the ones Kennedy used to wear when he watched missile tests or stuff like that. They are tortoise shell, the ones he used to wear. A lot of people think he wore Ray-Bans, but he didn't. But this is the closest thing Ray-Bans make to what Kennedy used to wear. John Kennedy, the cool one. Okay, so yeah, that sets us up nicely for the stuff that the other half got me. But before I go into that, I'll have another little look at the chat just to see if anything's happening there. It's probably easier if I look up there at the chat. Okay, I hope that's not too weird. Gonna scroll up. Should we do the chat again as Zarek? Probably should, shouldn't we? Why not? Keep Zarek happy and all. Just a moment.
Yes, leave going through the chat to the professionals, why don't you, Ultra Marcus? Right, let's scroll up and see what these pretty darlings have been saying about me. Up. Oh, it only goes up so far. Okay, let's start with this one. Stay hydrated. I'm actually drinking 7-Up. I don't know if you have that in the States. You probably do. Shockwave is watching now. That is true. Shockwave is in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. He has disguised himself as the Earthling known as Stevie P83. But it is really Shockwave, my nemesis. We've got Rudy in the chat. Again, always good to see Rudy. Number 2 pencil. I get that reference. Gotbot uses a number 2 pencil. The notebook thing works, though, for sure. Yes, it does. It always helps to have a notebook, to be prepared. TF Cannon Fodder says, even though it wasn't intended to be it, this live stream is a very good birthday present for me, a day before it happens. Well, a lot can happen in a day, TF Cannon Fodder. I tease, I jest, I joke. I'm sure you'll be fine and you'll make it to your birthday. Though I hear Unicron is entering the system. So beware, my friends, beware. Scrolling down through the chat. Rodimus, this displeases me. Peanut, you are still here. My good friend. Well, I say my good friend. Must stay in character. Ultra Marcus's good friend, as are many of these lovely, fine examples of human beings. As I scroll down the chat, I see I see another alumni of the stop motion community. Cardboard bots, sir. Your service to the Autobot known as Huffer has been beyond measure these past few months, sir. If any of y'all want to know anything about any Huffer ever made by Hasbro or anyone else, go to Cardboard Bot's channel and say that Lord Zarek has sent you. My friend, it is very good to see you here. I'm sure Ultra Marcus is very happy to see you here too. Crimson Raptor, Sidewinder, coming at ya like a 1990s Decepticon Seeker. Yes, very good, very good. And here we see that Enput is amused greatly by the comments of Crimson Raptors. Those two, I swear, if they didn't have girlfriends, I would be thinking. Not that there's anything wrong with I myself. Anyway, moving along, great names for the guns. I agree. The color scheme of those Seeker guns lends themselves spectacularly to the names Nerf and Nothing. Scrolling down the chat slightly. Did someone say hurricane? I'm sure they did at some point. It may have been me. Yes, it was me. I can't tell you how grateful Ultramarcus is for all you people of having turned out for the Robot Nixon. I like that, but I'm not sure about whom or what you are talking. Do you mean Nixon as in President Richard Milhouse Nixon, the 36th President of the United States of America? Elected, never forget, for 2 terms. People make fun of him, but he did win twice. Yes, I know my history, all history on all planets. Spot them, purely as a historical. Yes, quite. Resolette, Inferno, where are you? I need you. Yes, Crimson with his famous impression there, scrolling down. Orbital approves of Cog. Yes, he is very, very sturdy and flappy at the arm. Orbital, I'm very impressed you managed to stay for this car crash, my dear chap. I have flappy arm syndrome after too many beers, says Stevie P83. Megaffa TV, brother of Peanut Prime, also a friend of Ultramarcus's for many, many years, and a supporter of the channel from the very beginning. Whereas your brother, Megaffa, was subscriber number 113. I shall never forget that indignity. You were there in the top first 10, I'm pretty sure. Right, I'm going to quickly sort of go through these as quick as I can now. Megaffa, hello Cabbage, are you in the stream? Yes, he's in there somewhere under his real name. Cabbage is his gaming name. We have a fan of Airwave there. Jay, yes, I agree. A very pleasurable character. I like greatly the, I forget what the names of those things are, but the ones that you take apart and put together again. Frankenstein bots. Yes, that's what they're called. Now. Steampunk. Yes. Earthrise Micromaster base bots. That is also a name for them. I'm aware of the time, ladies and gentlemen. I do not want to keep Ultramarcus from you for very long, so I shall do my best to go through the chat. What's important to me here and to Ultramarcus is that you're all having a nice time in the chat. In fact, carry on having a nice time. Ignore him completely. Right. Okay, I think we're just about ready to Toast cardboard bots. Always with the toast with you, sir. Always with the toast. Well, I might as well tell you, Ultramarcus is a great fan of heated bread. Sometimes he has it with butter, sometimes salted butter, sometimes jam, which I believe the Americans call Jello. Or am I getting that the wrong way around? I don't know. Right, okay. Toast for Lord Zarak. Yes, let there be toast throughout the kingdom of Zarak. All hail the Scorpion King. I will also permit this comment, Zeta. I am looking forward once you have finished your studies. By the way, my friend, I wish you the very, very best of luck with your studies. And I look forward to your channel returning to its normal output when they are concluded. So many comments. Oh, M3, as I said, the king of the countout. What is that symbol at the end of your comment? My Cybertronian nightmare is that Optimus Prime wins. I'm not sure I can say that word. Should I? It's a bit naughty, isn't it? I think I think there's a beep button on here somewhere. Let me just. Oh yes, here we go. My biggest nightmare is that Optimus Prime wins. That! There you go. I said it! Right, I'm going to hand things back over to Ultramarcus now, as we still have the remainder of the robot hall to show you. These robots are very special to him, as were the previous ones, because they have been bought for him by the love of his life. Okay, Ultramarcus, back to you. Let's get that off the screen.
How do you? There you go. Right. Okay. Yeah. As Zarek said, the remainder of the robots were bought for me by David, who's in the chat, and we're going to go in size order, in scale order, possibly 55 minutes. Well, I said about an hour. We may slightly overrun, but I promise I'm not going to keep you here forever. Okay. Right. Starting off, we've got these little dudes, and I didn't even know these were in the Earthrise line or the Siege line. I think it's Earthrise, right? But I saw M3 get them out on his channel, and I believe his daughter picked them up for him, and he showed them off quickly, and I was like, oh my god, it's Wingspan and Pounce. And these were, it's just so much fun. Absolutely love these little dudes, especially the bird one, which is probably called Wingspan. Might as well get that right. Not the most complicated, not the most, hollow bits everywhere, but who cares, right? I mean, for what they are, great fun. And again, the teal, the colors, just cray, man. So thank you very much for these, Wingspan and Pounce. Going up in scale, we've got Cardboard Bot's favorite bot. I'm talking about Huffer. That's right. And such fun to transform, and he looks fantastic. Okay, he's got the hollow leg thing, but what is perfect in this world, huh? Actually, I've got one or two bots there that I think are pretty perfect. But I just love this guy. The face sculpt, his big shiny arms. Okay, it's not the same chrome as the olden days, but he poses absolutely beautifully, and there's no doubt about it. As Cardboard Bots said in his stop motion review of Huffer, this probably is the best Huffer we've ever had from Hasbro themselves. And I've been meaning to have him for ages, but he was on the birthday list, so I didn't know I was going to get him, but I couldn't pick him up over the last few months. I had to see him on the shelf and walk past him and not buy him. But absolutely love this guy. And I've actually been doing a little bit of animation with him. As I said, I've got something coming with modern figures, and we're going to be seeing a little bit of Huffer in that something. Again, inspired by Cardboard Bot's sort of championing of Huffer. That's so unceremonious. Okay. We're slightly moving away from War for Cybertron here, and David was super, super proud that he picked something out that wasn't War for Cybertron, that I didn't have, and that I would like. It is Titan's Return Hardhead. Does it count as Titan's Return? It's that new... if I pull the box out, all the boxes are going to fall down. It's the hang on. It's the lovely retro boxed ones with the classic sort of artwork and stuff. And I don't have any of these, but now having this one, I think I would definitely like to pick up the rest. He does the splits super easy, but you can appreciate, and I'm not knocking the figure, but you can appreciate how they've gone up slightly in design and craftsmanship between this and War for Cybertron. But that sounds like I'm slagging it off. So back to praising it. I absolutely love the Headmasters. It's probably my favorite gimmick from the original series. So, and I never had Hardhead. I've had quite a few Headmasters. Never had Hardhead, never had Chrome Dome, never had a Skull Cruncher. So to have this guy totally landed, made up, some right British words there. Lovely gun. I feel like this gun is better than half the guns that come with War for Cybertron stuff. And I know it should be like that, but I kind of like it resting back like that until he goes into combat. So there is my, I'm going to say Titan's Return, Hardhead, who I absolutely love. He's got stickers or tampographs on him. I feel like they don't do enough of that these days. So there's certainly things about this that that the newer stuff don't have, maybe. Anyway, Hardhead. Put them there like that. Okay, next is, I know I said what is perfect these days. Next is a bot that I think is pretty close to perfect. I haven't found anyone with a review channel or stop motion channel that didn't like this robot. And again, seeing him on the shelves for months and months without buying him because I'd put him on my birthday list, I am talking about. Oh, hang on, wait there. I might as well do this. Correctly.
Okay, behold, Cyclonus, the warrior, and his armada. Well, to be honest with you, I'll turn this off a second.
To be honest with you, there is no armada because who the heck army builds something the size and cost of Cyclonus? Well, I'll tell you who, my friend Larkin's Lair. He's got a whole pile of them. But I absolutely, I mean, this guy is just engineering perfection almost. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this. Some people don't like his knee. It doesn't really bother me. It's just so sturdy, so thick. The plastic, there's no gaps in it. The light piping in his eyes, which you can't really catch there, it really looks like it's just walked straight off the film. It's absolutely fantastic. No hollow bits. Ignore those hollow bits. The way it transforms as well is just, it's almost like you just massage it and it just turns into what it should, like a classic G1, almost like a Soundwave or Optimus Prime. You just fold, you press, bits fall out, bits tuck in. There you go, you're done. It's just such a pleasure the way the whole nose cone of the jet comes out of that chest. I think this is, I can't remember who said it. I was watching somebody's review. Might have been Kato. I don't know. I think this might just be the best thing in the Kingdom line. It is. I mean, it should be in Studio Series, shouldn't it? Was it slated to be in that originally? I think my friend Crimson was telling me. Anyway, Cyclonus, the warrior, absolutely knocking it out of the park. Love this guy. Oh, and one thing Kato pointed out that I failed to appreciate: the gun is molded to the hand. Now that is attention to detail that we appreciate. Cyclonus, the warrior. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bots left. So next up is Springer, who I'm not fussed on Springer as a character. I think I've said that before. I think he's a bit of a douchebag of the Autobots. But I'm really, really impressed with this toy. I know some people prefer the previous offering of Springer in some previous line, but this is the only Springer that I've got other than G1. And look at those swords! Look at his swords! That is just totally cool. And he poses really, really nicely as well. And when I finally transform him into helicopter mode, that is going to be fun to animate. Seriously, that just goes on forever and ever. So I am totally, totally pleased to have and to pose and to own this Springer, even though I think he's a douchebag. We're moving into the bigger bots now, and my friend Crimson Raptor, this is his other favorite Autobot. I believe it is Ultra Magnus, and if I knew how good this guy was, I probably would have picked him up ages ago in the Siege line. But this is Kingdom. So it's basically the Earthrise one. And he's got ratchets. How mad is that? You don't get a lot of that these days. I mean, his legs are so big, they're a little bit awkward. I mean, there's some poses you just can't do with him. But I think it's the clunky, heavy-duty, massive-legged nature of him that I really, really like. I always thought he walked a bit funny in the Siege show. Ignore that. That's the good thing about these ones, is they come apart instead of breaking. There you go. I always thought he walked a bit funny in Siege, but I get it now. He's barely got the clearance to put his stupid leg back. But what a face sculpt. Absolutely amazing. Part of me kind of wishes he was a bit lighter in the blue. So what am I after there? G1 toy accuracy, I guess. Or is the cartoon lighter blue as well? Anyway, now all we need is this in Generation Select in the Diaclone colors. Am I right Or am I right? Ultra Magnus. He ain't got time for you. Running out of space here. Grimlock. Again, I so desperately wanted to buy this, but I was told, no, your birthday's coming. It's a big birthday. Let's give us a little look. I remember someone saying, I watched a few reviews of this, that if you can transform G1 Grimlock, then you can pretty much transform this guy. And they're not wrong. It really does kind of follow very, very similar. Maybe the legs are a bit more masterpiece than G1. But my word, what a massive, big, imposing bot. Great face. His gun is ginormous. We like a big gun, don't we? And I mean, transformed him for the first time last night and absolutely love his dino mode. I know he's missing his front teeth. I might be a bit too late to get one of those filler kits, but I'm all in on the Dinobots. I can't wait for Slag and the rest of them too. Even Stegosaurus Bot Snarl, who wasn't really in the film, but he was, but he wasn't. I just, this is the Dinobot set to get. So I really hope they give them all to us. Grimlock. And obviously these ones are too big to add to the pile, so I'm just gonna put them right there, baby. Okay, so we are down to the last 3 Transformers. Thank you for sticking with me. 1 hour, 6 minutes. This gives me the opportunity to tell you about Larkin's Lair, and the wonderful goodies that he sent me. For behold, I have got, and you'll see instantly what's unique about this, Jetfire. We're going to have to do a refocus for that. Yeah, and from Mr. Larkin, I have got the Siege Blade, and I tell you, baby, you could cut skin with that. Yeah. I mean, this is sharper than you usually get in toys these days, I can tell you. And he also sent me, bearing in mind, everyone knows Larkin is in Hawaii. So these things, my friend, mean so much to me because they have crossed a continent, 2 oceans, God knows how many time zones, and they've crossed the equator as well. So they've crossed a hemisphere. So we've actually got spares as well, so he can swords akimbo. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful the way the light goes through them. I've also got, I believe that's an Allspark, Siege Allspark. I hope I'm right there. I've got a gun for Kingdom Cheeto, I believe. We've got some med packs as seen in the Siege show. I'm going to try and put a bit of paint on them, though I'm no expert of that kind of thing. And isn't this the thing that the Energon container from Siege that gets shot and causes the massive explosion that wounds loads of people, including Impactor? Lark, you said Lark Ascending. You said you were just going to send the Siege sword, man. You sent me 4 of the things and all these extra goodies. And as I say, they've gone through hell and back to get here, or the United States. They went through the United States, and I'm so grateful for them. And these are perfect to be using in my stop motion series, my G1 stop motion series. I've got uses for a lot of these things. So thank you very much. Going back to Jetfire, we'll just take a close-up little look there. I like him in this sort of beefed-up armor, as opposed to his more naked mode, like you see him in the cartoon. I don't know why. It really does it for me. And so imposing, so tall. Again, this figure is just absolutely mind-blowing. It's almost too big to fit in the bloody screen. Again, we've got the ratchets, probably because of the height and the weight of it. Very, very posable. I decided to stick his 2 guns together. I kind of like that. And of course, as I said, Larkin's sword absolutely sells it. So I want to get back to chat and do a bit more chat before we get out of here. So I'm going to move on very quickly to the last but one robot. which is this guy. Yay! It's a little MicroMaster countdown. But you know what that means, right? I keep looking up there. I'm sorry. You know what this means, don't you? Oh, yeah, baby. This means that Papa's got a brand new baby. All right. Omega Supreme. I never thought I'd have this guy, honestly. And it is too much, man. Look at that. I'm sure a lot of you actually have this guy because he's been out for a while, but I missed on all the Titans, sadly. How close can we get? There you go. I missed out on all the Titans. So this here represents my first ever Titan, and it's probably my favorite Titan, Omega Supreme. I don't mean in terms of toy because I don't know what the other toys are like, but in terms of character, this just takes me right back. Ooh, screen glare. Eat your heart out, J.J. Abrams. So imposing, so huge, colossal. Look, when you get to the bottom of it, you can't even see the head. So this was my main robot. I've got one more robot to show you, but this was like, as far as price goes, I thought this was going to be my main present. But as a surprise, I also had this 4K TV. Oh, look, Inception. So thanks for everything, babe. I really appreciate it. I guess when it's your big 4-0, I guess I got to go all out for you as well. So there's Omega Supreme, which, as I said, I was going to show you one more robot. It isn't as big or as expensive as this, but it is a G1 that David managed to source for me. So, and I haven't taken it out of the box yet. It is Sound Blaster. Well done to him for going up to the robot room and trying to work out which one of this series I don't have, and he picked an absolute corker. Sound Blaster. When Soundwave is killed in the Japanese anime, as we all know, he is reformatted as Sound Blaster, and it has been opened by the previous owner, but I have not opened it, and I will do this on screen. So let's just very quickly delight. Ooh. Got our laser beak right there. Was it Buzzsaw? It's Buzzsaw. It's Buzzsaw. He's got golden wings. And that Ravage isn't floppy at all. Lovely Ravage. And stickers unapplied. Wow. You can really see the black on that. Tell you what, I'd rather that Decepticon badge be there. Maybe I'll change that. But as you can see, Sound Blaster comes with the space for 2 cassettes, something that would kind of become standard later on Soundwave reissues. But let's just transform him so we can appreciate the slightly different color to Soundwave, which is blue, as we all remember. And this guy is he dark blue or is he black? No, he's black. He's black. There you go. There is Sound Blaster. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. So thank you very much for that. Right. I'm going to take one last sort of quick lap through the chat because you've all been very patient with me. You've all allowed me to indulge myself rather, by showing off all these robots. I feel very, very lucky to have had so many things from the people who love me and the people who know me. It was a big birthday. It was the big 4-0. So it's not every year that I get spoilt like this. Hopefully I'll make it to the big 5-0. God knows what will be available then. So yeah, let me just put the camera back up here. And then, as I say, we'll do a quick lap through the chat. Okay. Should we do that as Zarak or should no? You don't want more Zarak, do you? Let's just do it as myself. Oh, M, I'm so glad you made it. M from Transformers and Video Games, Divide of Logic. We're just coming out of lockdown in my part of Canada. So no luck at retail. I'll have to check Amazon. Ooh, I can't scroll back any further. So good luck with whatever you're trying to find. Coming out of lockdown in your part of Canada, I hope that means Toy Hacks are coming out of coming out of lockdown. That would be nice to, for their business as well, for cameras up here, Mark, cameras up here. That would be nice for their business as well, to be able to start shifting things at a more regular rate again. Again, I can't thank you all enough for turning up. It means a lot to me that so many of you did turn up. Springer is a bro dude. He is a bit of a bro. I can't remember if it was somebody said to me earlier he was like the Han Solo of the Wreckers. I don't know if I'll go that far, but he is a dude. There you go. See, Cardboard's got better things to do tonight than look at Springer. Crikey, that was ages ago. Springer was on the screen, man. I'm going to quickly go through here because I want to release you all back to your lives, your loved ones, and your pastimes. Again, Em, I'm so glad you were able to turn up. Arrowfire. Oh, dude, you're here somewhere. There you go. There's my good friend Arrowfire. Arrowfire featured me on his channel a few weeks ago. He's got a wonderful series of videos on his channel where he all he does is in each video he recommends the work of 3 other creators. He highlights other people: YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, stop motion reviewers, artists, and he just spends his time in these videos talking about other people's work. I mean, what a stand-up fella. How less selfless can you be than to dedicate a whole series of yours to other people's work? And he featured me. So thank you very much, Arrowfire. Doesn't matter that you're late, mate. That's the magic of the tube. Yeah, it's been a crazy year, everyone. Really, it's gone really, really fast. I'd hoped to get a bit more... I don't know if I can read that out, Stevie. I'd hope to get a few more stop motion videos out. I'd hope to have the latest episode out by now. But between you and me, I had a bit of a back problem for a couple of weeks. And it turned out it was nothing major. It was simply the fact that I was hunched over doing stop motion for so long. It wasn't like a deep medical problem. It was just muscular. It wasn't anything more. So I've taken some precautions and changed the way I do a few things, but it's slowed down the stop motion for a bit. Steampunk Jetfire is huge. He is ginormous. Even next to Omega Supreme, he's still substantial. You kind of feel like Jetfire should maybe be a Voyage, a leader class, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm not complaining. This is an amazing figure. Peanut Prime, he wants Jetfire. Dude, Jetfire wants you. I know it. I can see it in his eyes. Arrowfire, going to have to shoot as I'm struggling to stay awake. Yeah, I'm sorry I started this stream so late for all the European and UK friends. Most of my subs are on that side of the pond, so I kind of let that dictate the time I went on. But I'm going to be doing more live streams, and I will juggle the times around. Hey, AHM1K, a dear friend of mine as well. How's it going, mate? Thank you very much for coming. What's he saying? Right, talk to me when Wheelie is on screen. Okay, this is a joke both of us had. I remember I said if I can get 25 likes, I would do something. And that something is I will take Wheelie out. 47 likes! God, you people. Okay, since I've had more than 25 likes, I will take that Wheelie out of the Grimlock box, just for you, Kyle. Those boxes are all empty. And I will make this the final act of the stream because I'm very conscious about going on and on. I'm so sorry if I've... Super George, again, an old friend of mine from the real world, from gaming. Delighted you could make it, my friend. And happy birthday to me. Oh, he's saying hi to David as well. Okay, 50 likes. 50 likes. Can we smash the wheelie? I don't think I'm going to break it, but I had no intention of taking this out. This ridiculous thing. But since we got all the way up to 47, I can't believe that. We will at least free him from his bondage. This is awfully irresponsible of me, but I've just flung the scissors across the other side of the room. Oh no. There you go. I have a second one. Okay, Wheelie. Let's do this. What a pile of crap. I mean, it looks like it's permanently taking a poop. I mean, there you go. It's permanently seated. And unfortunately, my Grimlock isn't in Tyrannosaurus Rex mode, so I can't put him on his back. I mean, if there was at least a bit of rubber in the slingshot, I don't know. I know Firetox does legs for him, but I think pretty much, I don't know if he's still doing them, and I don't know if I care enough. And not about Firetox, his work is fantastic, but there you go. Right. Pooptimus Wheelie. Oh, okay, there you go. Look, devoid of logic. Check out DNA's DNA Designs upgrade kit. New upgrade kit for Stereo Series Grimlock has a transforming wheelie. Oh, that's pretty good. But still, I don't know. I mean, you know, makeup on a pig springs to mind. Okay, guys, 1 hour and 21 minutes. It's more than I was planning to do. It was so much fun. I could go on, but I got better things to do tonight than stream, baby. I'm only joking. This was the highlight of my life, my highlight of my day. It was the highlight of my week. I loved this. Guys, I will definitely do another live stream in the future. Talking with Stevie P, we want to do some live stuff together. So keep an eye on the channel. More stop motion coming in the next... It still might be 6 to 8 weeks away, but when I next drop some stop motion, it will be more than one thing. So, and I've got some other things to go with it. So a little bit more time to wait for more content, but there will be a few, I hope, entertaining things coming at the same time. I will hand it over to Zarak to say goodbye because I'm no good at goodbyes. Something tells me Zarak's no good at goodbyes either, but we'll give him a go. So from me, from Ultramarcus, thank you so much for turning up, everyone. Thanks for the happy birthday wishes, and thanks for the things that I've been sent. Thanks for the kindness over the last year. You guys are great, and I will see you soon. Yes, well, I don't know how I improve on that, but I shall give it a go. Ask me anything. It's question time for Zarak. No, I'm only joking. Truly, on behalf of Ultramarcus, thank you very much for watching his show, The Legend of Zarak, which is received with greater warmth with every passing episodes. I know the friendships that Marcus has struck up over the last month mean a great deal to him. And it has been a wonderful year for me as well. As somebody said in the chat, they didn't give a damn about Lord Zarak until Ultramarcus came along, so that makes him all right by me. Good night, everybody, or good afternoon. I realize it's all relative, and we will see you again on this channel very, very soon.